Hola guys, it is Sunday night. I just put little dude down for bed and I am on the ground, well, on the floor in my bedroom because I am working on tree number 5. I have been trying to distract myself this weekend because I finally can't fake a front even to myself in regards to how low I've been feeling the last few weeks. One of my super closest friends, and if y'all know me at all, y'all know my circle is very, very small. One of my closest friends, and you know they're close friends because even if y'all don't see each other, y'all have seen it all over the place. True friendships are those that even if you haven't seen each other in months or whatever, when y'all come together, it's like there's no time been missed. Well, this is how me and my friend roll. She is part of my very tiny circle, and she is currently in the ICU with the virus. Up until now, I've just heard of other people saying they've got it or have family or friends that have it, but I hadn't known anybody personally who has it. And not only is she currently in ICU, another friend of mine who I've been friends with since we were teenagers, his wife is in the ICU and she's been struggling, fighting hard since before Thanksgiving. And then another friend of mine who I've known since high school, his wife just passed 3 days ago from it after her own battle of like 3 weeks, almost a month. So for the last few weeks, I've been hearing about people that I care about being affected by it. And last week, it was right at my doorstep with my friend. And that was just too much. Like, it's real. And I know it's real. I'm not ignorant, okay? But it's gotten people that I know, that I personally know, that I care about, that I love. And my spirit's all jacked up. Thankfully, my friend has been stabilized, but she's still very sick and is still touch and go. And I haven't wanted to think about it because I just don't want to. So I've been trying to distract myself, but nothing feels normal right now. Nothing feels safe. And I hate it. So little dude decided he wanted to stay home with me this weekend. He was supposed to be with his dad, but he decided he wanted to stay home with me because I said I was going to put up our Christmas trees. And I decorated for 7 hours yesterday. My body is so sore right now, you guys. Like, every muscle in my body hurts because I'm old and I'm big and I'm up and down step ladders and reaching and stretching and up and down off the floor. And so every muscle in my body hurts. And the plan was, as is every year, we're going to put trees up and it's going to be awesome. And then we're going to watch the Grinch and we're going to have fast food. And that's just what we do. But for 7 hours, I couldn't even speak. Like, he was in the house with me and he'd help a little. But I was too quiet, and I knew I was too quiet. But I couldn't stir myself to be happy. And I'm usually really good at faking it because when you're a mom, especially a single mom, you learn to fake through everything. And I couldn't. I was just so distracted and so forgetful. And I would zone out. And then I would look around and he'd be gone and he'd be playing with his toys or whatever because I'm not myself. I'm not his decorating buddy, you know? I just want things to be normal. I want the people that have passed to still be here. I don't want my friends to be hurting or sick. And I don't do this well. And this sounds so selfish. It sounds so selfish to say I don't do death and sickness well, but I don't. I don't. And it sounds terrible because when you're somebody's friend, you're supposed to be there through the good and the bad. But I don't. I don't do well at funerals. I don't do well at sick beds. I don't. And I feel so selfish. But I'm of no use to somebody in those states because I fall apart. And who needs that person at a funeral? Who needs that person at a hospital? You know, the whole uh the whole day, the whole situation is about the person, and then you have this person over here falling apart. You know what, guys? I don't have any tissue, so forgive this. I don't want to be a distraction. I don't want to be that person who falls apart when it's not about me. You know what I mean? So I don't do the bedside. I don't do the wakes and the rosaries and the viewings the way I should, because nobody needs to see that. You know what? I don't need to be the distraction on the day that's meant for somebody else, or the day that's meant for the family of the person. I mean, I've gone to funerals if I have to. I've gone, but I shamedly admit that I've just hidden away at friends, especially because I don't want to remember them in a box. I don't. Some of my worst memories of people that I love are embedded in my head of them in a friggin' box, and that is not how anybody should remember anybody. If I were to pass tomorrow and somebody didn't want to come to my viewing or my funeral because they don't want to see me in a friggin' casket, I totally get it. I totally get it. As a matter of fact, I've even told my loved ones and anybody who'll listen, don't make anybody feel bad for not coming to my viewing or my funeral. If they don't want to or they can't, then leave them alone. Don't make them feel guilty. Don't make them feel bad. I get it. Okay. The last funeral I went to was for this awesome lady at my church a few years ago. And I hadn't been to one in forever, but I felt so guilty for not showing up as a support to her family that I forced myself to go. And this lady was awesome. She was always so happy and always joking around and saying silly things. And we were always in the kitchen together when we would do the church potlucks. And we would make, or I would attempt to make her version of cactus salad, nopales, a salad of nopales. That was so good, and I never got it right. But she would try and teach me how to make her pozole, to teach me how to make her salad, and I had these awesome, incredible memories of her, and I was so heartbroken that she passed. And it didn't feel right for me not to be there, but I knew I couldn't. I knew I shouldn't, but I went anyway. And all of those memories, I have to force myself to remember, because the last memory I have of her is of her in that casket, wasted away by the cancer that killed her. That is not how I wanted to remember her. So I do not force myself to go, and be danged if people want to say I'm disrespectful or I'm selfish. It's because I love them that I'm not going to be there and fall out and act a fool or get overcome and have people have to focus on me. No, I'm not going to do that. I don't want to remember people gone. I don't. And if people don't want to remember me that way and don't show up, that's perfectly fine. I'm not even there anymore. You know, I'm not there anymore. Let them remember me for who I was, not this shell in a box. But anywho, I say all that to say that initially I fell apart for 2 days expecting the worst from my friend. And then you get all this guilt and stuff because of how you've treated them or whatever. I'm particularly hard on this friend because she's so sweet. She's so helpful. She's so loving and caring, to the point where she ends up in some serious denial about the world. Very gullible, very naive about how horrible people can be. And she's been hurt a lot and used a lot. And I come down on her so hard when I think she's going to get soft and squishy. And I'm hard on her because there aren't a lot of people left like her in the world, you know? So you got to take care of those kinds of people. You can't let people take advantage of them. And I'm a little hard on her. So all of that comes into play. I haven't seen her. I didn't spend enough time with her. You were so hard on her. What if, what if, what if? But thank God she is stabilized and waking up periodically and looking around. And she still has days in the hospital, but she's stabilized. But I'm so scared of this sickness and how fast it can turn. But the only thing I can offer is prayer, and that's what I've been doing. Because if the hospitals were allowing visitors, as much as I love her, I know I wouldn't be able to be there. But what I do offer, and what I can offer for them and to their family, is heartfelt, faithful prayer. Because I do believe in prayer. And that's what's been getting me through for my friend whose wife's in the hospital, my friend whose wife died, and my friend in the hospital. But it doesn't feel right. If you hear people say it all the time, it feels like a bad dream. It really does. It feels like a friggin' bad dream. Oh my gosh, and I've been having bad dreams. I cannot sleep when I do sleep. I don't sleep anyway, but when I do sleep, I keep having bad dreams. And I wake up kind of like gasping, kind of like, looking around like, okay, you're home. It was just a dream. But I just need to be distracted. And I've been putting up Christmas trees, you guys. I currently have up 3. I have one in the garage that I might take out. I'm thinking about decorating that one with food. How can I go from crying and talking about death and the virus to Christmas trees? This is what I mean. This is what I mean. My head is everywhere and I'm over it. I'm tired of it. I can't fake it anymore. I'm in some weird zone. I'm so tired. I'm too tired to fake it. So I'm kind of like spitfiring everywhere. I'm sad and then I'm happy and then I'm distracted and then I'm confused and who knows. But anywho, I'm being that way on this video. But I don't mean to bring anybody down. I'm just so tired of being sad. And like I said, so tired of faking it. I couldn't fake it anymore. And I'm like, I gotta get this out. And figured I may get it out with you guys. And I hope I'm not triggering anybody. I hope I'm not bringing up anything for anybody. I'll try and remember to put a warning up in the title. I don't want anybody sad or depressed. Because I know some folks are also touched by it. And it's not what I come on here for. I come on here being goofy and weird. And y'all ain't seeing me like that right now. We'll see in a few minutes. Like I said, you never know with me right now. But what I was saying was, I've been decorating, trying to get in the spirit, watching little dude go down and look at the lights, and not being able to wait to turn on the Christmas lights when we came home and it was dark. It's like, okay, it feels a little normal just to see him happy. And I should be happy, and I'm trying to be happy. So I'm distracting myself. And like I said, this is going to be tree number 5. Tree number 4, I want to decorate with Slim Jims and chips and bags of peanuts and things like that. It's only like a 4-foot tree, but it's really cute. And I want to put it in the bedroom where my big dude will be staying when he comes home for Christmas. If he comes home for Christmas, if the rules don't change, people being able to fly and travel. Something else weighing on my mind, like who knows what's going to happen between now and Christmas. But I wanted to decorate that tree in food, like put hooks through little packages of peanuts and beef jerky and stuff like that, and have my snack tree. But this one, I showed you guys some decorations I thrifted, some purple balls and clear balls, and I have a lot of old stuff. I thrifted some mercury glass ornaments from Thrift Town. and I want a purple tree. I want a tree with some purple in it. So I had so many ornaments that could make a nice tree, but I ran out of a tree big enough. I didn't have a tree big enough. And the one in the living room is traditional. The one in the dining room is kind of country. Then I have my little, not Mickey Mouse, my Snoopy, my Peanuts Christmas tree. I'm going to do the food one. And I needed another tree, so I got this cheapy one at Walmart today. It's a 6-foot something pine. It is a 6-foot non-lit Wesley pine for $22. And they're thin and narrow, which is what I use in my house because my rooms are small. And I'm gonna put one up in my bedroom. I need to move a few little things around. Y'all have never seen me at this angle, but I'm actually gonna put it next to this cabinet, but I have to move my little seashell zen thingy I have over here. I need to move that momentarily because I think I actually want to put it up right at the window, so at least the top half can show out the window. I was looking for purple lights, but I thought, oh, that might be a little spooky, a little alien. So I just got clear lights, which you guys are actually perched on right now. And I'm about to open up this tree, and we are going to get to decorating and see what kind of nonsense I create in here. Like most of my crafty projects, they are beautiful in my head and a disaster in real life. So we'll see what the heck I can create with these crystal and purpley ornaments. Let me show you guys what I'm working with. So here are the 3 little angels that represent me, my big dude, and my little dude. These are the ones I used on the small flocked Christmas tree last year. That made a tiny little crystal tree, but now we're gonna make a big old giant crystal tree. These are the little icicles I got at Thrift Town. Here's my little snowman that's gonna sit probably under the tree or next to the tree. These are just thrifted clear balls. I've picked up an assortment of these tree toppers. I may try and bundle them and make a topper for the tree. I'm not sure, but I definitely want to use them. These are my crystal snowflakes that I picked up on clearance from Dollar Tree many years ago. I love them. I think they're gorgeous. There's the purple thrifted balls, some silver thrifted balls. There's the other purple, the little tiny purple ones. Clear and clear. This is what I used as the topper on my country tree last year because I had so many snowmen on there. I figured let's do a snowman kind of, or a snowflake kind of thing. These are the mercury glass ones I picked up at the thrift, whatever the one in Oak Cliff. Oh my goodness, see what I mean? I'm drawing a blank. Thrift Town. And then over here I have the little tiny purple balls. These are my carousel horses I've used on my traditional tree for years and years, but I thought they would be pretty on this purple one. And these are some icicles that I picked up. I can't remember where the heck I picked these up from, but I thought they would be really pretty on the tree. And then these little ballerinas I picked up last year. Now some of them, look at her. Her hand is missing. See that? Some of them have been abused, but I have a few, and I figure with as much crystal, shiny, silvery goodness happening on the tree, nobody will notice. But that is everything I'm going to attempt to put on this tree. Here is tree number 1 in the living room. My little traditional one that the kitty is sleeping under. I need to vacuum around it. But these are just ornaments that I've had for 20 plus years. Some random new little baubles I've picked up. But the majority of these, including the bows, guys, these handmade little bows are over 24 years old. But this tree hasn't changed much other than I used to put an angel on top and my beautiful angel broke and I never found one I liked, so we went with a bow. But there's the living room one. Here is my Dollar Tree
99 cent only, and thrifted tree. Everything on this tree is from a thrift store, 99 cent only, or Dollar Tree, except the candy canes. We picked those up at Target today. And this bow I picked up at Target today because it matches some of the ornaments, and I thought it would be a pretty addition. See? Thought it would be a pretty addition. So this is my second random tree in the dining room. This is tree number 3, my little Charlie Brown, well, really Snoopy and Woodstock tree. It's not the best visual because of the kitchen in the back. Yes, those are dishes, but they are washed. I think it really looks cute on the other side. I think I may reposition the bow. See, this side over here has more ornaments that are actually facing out prettier. So I'm probably gonna switch the little bow out and have it facing me, and then just turn it to face the dining room. But that's tree number 3. And this is tree number 4. In my bedroom, I need to vacuum around it too, but it fit nice. It's a small, narrow tree. This is the same topper I used on the country themed one last year. There's all my thrifted ornaments and my dollar store ornaments. Y'all remember those? It turned out really pretty. I used my throw under there. That's been on my bed, but I didn't have a skirt. But it's sparkly and pretty. I love it. Well, guys, sorry if I was a bit of a Debbie Downer in the beginning of this video. It is what it is, and I feel how I feel. Just wanted to talk to y'all. I was distracted by the trees, but it didn't make me feel better. I'm having a hard time finding things that make me feel better. I don't know what's going on, but distraction is good. And my state of mind is such that I am aware of how blessed I am and how lucky I am and how things could be much worse. I'm very aware. I'm not in such a deep funk that I feel that I'm in a scary place or anything like that. Like, I'm just sad for my friends. I'm sad and scared still. Feeling a little anxious for things to get back to normal, but I don't know, I just felt like sharing it with you guys. So I know a lot of you guys are going through it, have gone through it. But anywho, good gravy. What an angle. Hey, at least making fun of myself cheers me up some momentarily. But anywho, I have the Jeffersons on in the background. Well, the Jeffersons were on in the background. It's about midnight, a little after midnight. I'm probably going to be up as usual until like 3 in the morning. But I have this pretty purple tree to look at now. It's a really nice night light. I can't wait for little dude to see it in the morning. And I still have ornaments left. I have quite a few crystal and clear glass ornaments left, so I might end up with a 6th tree. If little dude wants one in his room. He said he did and then decided not to in case, when we Nerf war, we tend to run in his room and have our height of battle in there, and he's thinking we're going to knock it over, which we probably would. But we'll see. Who knows? I still have plenty of decorations, but Again, I'm sorry if I was a Debbie Downer. I know that's not what you guys are used to, but y'all know I can be tender sometimes, and I'm just having a tender moment. So, I hope you guys have a great week till my next go round, which I hope is with better news and in a better mood. But I hope you guys are staying safe out there shopping and doing all that. Shopping doesn't even seem, I mean, it's not even fun anymore because it's not like you can really be out in the stores and touch everything and pick through everything. And so Amazon is the new Santa Claus, I guess. But if you guys are out and about, stay safe. Stay real safe, you guys. We're doubling up on the masks. I don't know that helps any, but we're doubling up on the masks and going through hand sanitizer like nobody's business. My hands and little dude's hands are so ripped up and so dry. But anywho, I have glitter on my face. There's glitter everywhere. To my next go around. I hope you guys stay safe and are awesome and hug your loved ones and tell them I love you as loud and as much as you can. Because the world is mean right now and you just never know. But I love y'all bunches. I really, really do. And thanks for letting me. Oh, that's the fur of the furry pillow. I thought Ozzy was in bed with me. Ozzy was all up in my bed, in my spot not too long ago. Ready for bed, I suppose. But I hope you guys have a great week. I'm gonna settle down and stare at the tree. Watch the Jeffersons. I love you bunches. Look at all that glitter. Bye.